How would you guys assess the 9-1 start at this point in the season?
We just try to take basically every game, just to play how we've been playing, like in practice, and just don't take it for granted. So for us to start off 9-1, it's a blessing. Just seeing all our hard work that we had in the summer coming in, all come together today.
You guys were leading up by 17 at halftime, but then you started out with a 23-0 run in the second half. What was kind of set at halftime to kind of spark that?
We knew that defensively that we could hold the team from scoring more than what they did in the first half. So like that was just the goal in the second half, to come out with a more aggressive defensive edge. You know what I mean?
Keyontae, what do you feel like the areas you guys need to work on?
We still trying to get better at just communicating on defense right now. I feel like today we did better in the first half, just getting out in the lead and just trying to build off the energy of that. So in the second half we came out with a better urgency. And so I just say we just need to communicate better on defense and take care of the ball.
Nae'Qwan, how well does it make your team when you get some stops and get out in transition?
It's definitely good for us, because that's what we want. We want to go in transition, and we want to get multiple defensive stops. We call them kills. So that's just our game plan.
And then this is for you, Keyontae. Now you guys are getting ready to go play Nebraska. They have a good win over Creighton. They played Purdue pretty tough yesterday. Just how excited are you to get back into the swing of going against major conference teams?
Very excited. We all worked for this. We all came to a big-time Division I college to play against games like that. So for us to be able to play that, just a blessing. Just ready to go to work and just play a game, really.
And then Nae'Qwan, we've seen you have all these acrobatic dunks, it seems like, every other game, but just that chemistry with you and your guards, how is that progressing to this point in the season?
It's progressing pretty good. Like, we built that chemistry throughout the summertime and stuff like that. So yeah, this is what we do.
Does it make it pretty fun when you get a chance to go up there and rock the rim every once in a while?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
For either one of you guys, how have you seen Dorian grow since you guys first got on campus? He had a pretty nice game today.
Dorian has, like, his confidence has gone up tremendously. Like, he's been playing with more confidence. Sometimes he might be a little nervous, but we always keep him level-headed and tell him, like, you're good. And, we just try to make sure we keep that, like, high spirit with him, stuff like that.
For me, when I first came in, he made a big jump. He was one of the guys that stood out to me as a freshman. He was competing at a high level, just seeing all the work he put in the summer, and then today he get the time to shine. So it was real good seeing him just finally succeed and put in the work.
Most definitely.
And then when you guys are in the midst of a 23-0 run, is that something that you're aware of, in game time, or are you too locked in to even be putting that together?
Our coaches, like Quan said, we got this thing called kills. Is when we get multiple stops in one, so they'll alert us. But we didn't know that it was on a 20-something run. We just know they didn't score they just kept saying they didn't score for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
It was 10 minutes they didn't score. That was crazy.
So, they don't really tell us, but they just tell us, we got 3 stops in a row without them scoring and stuff like that. So that's, I love detail, man.
Nae'Qwan, you've got 17 rebounds in the last 2 games combined. Has crashing the glass been something that's been more of an emphasis in your conversations with the coaching staff?
Most definitely. I feel like with my athleticism and stuff like that, I should be definitely getting more rebounds than I do in games. So that was definitely.
And then in the first half, you grabbed 1 defensive rebound and you kind of started the break. Can you explain how important it is to be able to start the break offensively after getting a defensive rebound?
Definitely important, because that's what we want to do. We want to get out in transition and push the ball so we could score before the defense gets set.
Keyontae, I've heard a lot of people say that one of the things they're most excited about in all of college basketball this season is what you've been able to do at Kansas State this year. What goes through your mind when you hear that kind of praise?
Just thankful for everything I overcome, and just appreciative of all the support that I have behind me. Really, people everywhere I go now, when they realize who I am, they'll say, "Oh, your story is inspiring." And it just give me a I think I had like a different mojo of things. Just seeing how many people are looking up and like watching me. So try to go out there and just not disappoint. Really.
Would you say you're back to 100% now, or are you still working toward that?
By conference, I should be right at 100%.
Okay, almost
Right, 85.
Okay. And Nae'Qwan, I also wanted to ask, a lot has also been made about, you not playing basketball for all that long. Now that you've gotten 10 games under your belt at Kansas State, is there anything you were still learning, or does that just not matter to you at this point?
No, most definitely learning. I'm just trying to learn the whole aspect of the game, and still learning defensive stuff and offensive stuff, what I could do to help help the team win and stuff like that. So